Hey guys, so today I'm going to be demonstrating how AI is able to generate me 5 to 10 property leads per month minimum. And not only is it doing this for me, it's also working for a lot of my clients. As you can see, I was able to generate 4 properties from a portfolio landlord. And once it closes later on this week, this client is going to be able to make a significant amount of profit on this deal. So it's an effective strategy to be able to grow and secure your property portfolio. It works for agents, it works for deal sources, and it also works for investors who are my main target market anyways. So in this simple system, I'm going to be demonstrating exactly how to set it up for yourself. But if at any point you realize you actually need help setting this up, you can literally book a free consultation call with me. It's a no pressure chat where we can actually demonstrate how we can actually set this up for your business and actually help you get started as well. So in this system, it's literally a 5-step process that it starts with an AI ad that I'll show you how to create. We then send them over to a lead form on Facebook or Meta as a platform. And then once that's done, it then goes into our CRM, which is a custom CRM that is going to nurture these leads on autopilot 24/7, meaning you can actually generate leads in your sleep. And outside of that, it's going to book these appointments or follow up on those leads on your behalf so that by the time you have a consultation call, and if you like the property, you want to rent it out, you want to buy or purchase it, you are going to be able to actually close on that deal and make a significant amount of income. Now, why does it work so well? It's typically because it saves a lot of time. For a lot of people within property, as you know, you're going to be dealing with a lot of time wasters. You're going to be dealing with a lot of rejection and things like that. And it's something that a lot of my clients don't necessarily like to do because, of course, we're all here to make money through property and through real estate. So it saves a significant amount of time because you're able to generate leads not only in your sleep, but also you're speaking direct to vendor, meaning you're speaking direct to the person that you actually need to speak to. You're not going through a third-party agent. You're not dealing with any fluff. You're going direct to source, meaning you can actually negotiate at your terms and take control for once in this deal situation. Outside of that, it also saves you a significant amount of money. Now, I am actually a deal sourcer myself, so it's not necessarily calling out deal source or anything like that. I actually do genuinely believe that deal sourcing, or if you're in America, because I do have some people over in America and also Africa, deal sourcing is basically a independent real estate agent where we're able to find deals on a commission basis and get rewarded by that. In saying that, there is nothing wrong with the entire business model of deal sourcing or being an independent real estate agent at all. But there are some properties and definitely some deals that you are able to definitely go direct to vendor and direct to source, and you don't necessarily need someone in the middle to actually get you that result. So it can save you a significant amount of fee, especially when you're dealing with, prime or luxury properties that's going to start costing you an arm and a leg. This saves you a significant amount in doing that. Or if you are an independent real estate agent or a deal sourcer, you can actually use this to actually increase your fees, funny enough, because it's going to increase the amount of properties you're getting. So it saves or it actually makes you money. I should have included that there. Outside of that is an end-to-end solution. So what do I mean by that? It's a solution for both parties. The problem is the fact that the landlord wants to get rid of their property. They want to either exit the market or they want to receive some sort of rent on their property. Now, in saying that, you're able to provide a decent solution, meaning you're able to get their property rented out or sold in record time. You're able to actually save a lot of fluff again in the middle. And from providing that solution, guess what happens? They end up recommending you to other people. They end up giving you a testimonial or a referral, and you're able to actually further your business as a result. So walking through the system, we're going to start off with the AI ad system. So this AI ad system is quite simple. What you can actually do is that you go to ChatGPT or you go to Claude and you create a script. Now, this script is going to be based off of one or two things. The main thing that is going to be based off of is, of course, the problem that your ICP is actually dealing with, right? And in saying that, the reason why you want to do that is because you want to appeal directly to the ideal client profile. Let's say, for example, you're reaching out to a landlord and you want to get their property that's off market. You're going to be appealing to, for example, the fact that they want to, again, exit the market, their need of that quick cash, they need a quick turnover, and they don't want to pay, for example, fees, right? You input these type of things into ChatGPT or Claude, And in saying that, it will then give you an exact script that will now actually appeal to your ideal target market's audience. Outside of that, you also want to prompt ChatGPT to make it no longer than 60 seconds, right? Because as we know, we're in an attention deficit economy. TikTok has literally rotted everyone's brains, unfortunately. So people want to see something that is very capturing, very motivating for them to actually make a decision very, very quickly. And in saying that, it's something that, again, you want to be very, very conscious and cautious of. Lastly, within there, you want a CTA. So a CTA is a call to action. At the end of the ad, it should always state that they should do something next in order to get the service that they have literally just watched right now. Right. So that CTA could be, okay, book a call now. It could be, okay, book a free consultation. It could be, get a free e-guide or whatever it could be. So prompt all of that into ChatGPT or Claude. And what it will do is that it will give you a script that you can then put into a platform such as Arcad's AI. There are so many platforms that actually give you realistic AI avatars, as we can see right here. And once you prompt that into the Arcad's AI, it will then actually give you a result after you wait for 30 minutes and generate your human looking AI ad, which you can see right here. And I'll literally demonstrate for you guys right now.
Are you looking to sell your property quickly without the headaches of traditional sales methods? Imagine selling without estate agency fees or dealing with time-wasting viewers. There's a better way. We help you sell your property within 30 days at no cost. Interested? Book a call now.
Right, so as you guys can see, it's literally a realistic human figure. Man, this is all AI, right? So especially if you're able to edit it after, typically what I'll do, I'll drag it into something like CapCut, or I'll drag it into any other AI tool that I usually use, or send it over to a VA to spice it up a bit, add some chops, add some B-rolls and things like that to make it look a bit more realistic. But trust me, when you guys actually realize how well these type of ads actually perform, you'll be so surprised, because again, they actually look realistic. And in saying that, people are able to resonate with it rather than just, seeing a still image on their Facebook or their Instagram feed basically come up. So these are very, very powerful. And there's even some platforms that you can use where you can actually put your own face there and it will literally generate an AI avatar on your behalf. So you're not actually having to re-record so many videos, but instead you upload yourself, and what it then does is that it then provides you a script or a video just like this as well. After doing that, again, that call to action that we mentioned prior will then send them out to the next bit of this segment, which is, of course, the lead form. Now, I've literally just dragged in any lead form from, of course, Google, but the main things we want to actually highlight on the lead form is understanding what their name is, understanding what their number is, their email is, and also, of course, the relevant property information that you actually need. The reason why this is so important is because, of course, you need to understand who you're addressing. Number two, you need to also have, of course, their contact number, because how are you going to be able to contact them, right? And it's going to come in handy for the next thing I'm going to also show you guys. And also you need their emails, because emails are probably one of the most important ways of contacting an individual. People can change their number regularly, but it's rare that they change their email. So you can have them in your database for a very, very long period of time. And they're saying that it provides a lot of great results for you. Also, their property information. This can be very, very handy as well, because this is actually what you want, right? So some people, they do leave it until, for example, it gets into the database. But in reality, we want to make sure that it's actually a property that they actually have, and you're dealing with someone that's very, very serious. So I'll definitely say include that. And bearing in mind, this strategy works regardless of whether you're in the UK, you're in the US, or even Africa. Again, it works regardless. So it's definitely a powerful tool. Once we do that, from the lead form, we then capture it into our CRM. My chosen CRM is definitely GoHighlevel. I've created a custom version of GoHighlevel in which I actually give over to my clients. And from that, what it actually does is that it's automated messages getting sent out. So it will not only capture the leads, it will automate the responses to that lead. It will send out an email campaign automatically. It will then qualify the lead and then book an appointment, all through this lovely platform and lovely CRM that we can see over here, being GoHighlevel. So the options that we have when it comes to GoHighlevel, and at this point, right, is very, very key. I'm going to give you guys 3 different ways that you can go about it. And depending on, for example, how much value you want to give to, for example, your clients. Let's say if you're using this as a service for other people, or if you're actually the client yourself and you want to maybe speed up the process or take away some features, etc. These are the three things that you can do and are completely optional. We can, of course, help you with. So, number one, which is of course very, very popular. Most people tend to just opt for Go High Level only, and within here, there's something called Appointment AI or Conversation AI rather, right? And what conversational AI would actually do is that it will then generate your appointments and actually send out messages on your behalf and actually chat as if though it's an AI assistant on your behalf. So it's very, very good. It comes again with the platform, so there's no extra cost when it comes to that, besides, of course, the Go High Level costs that are within there. Now, number two, what you have is an AI caller. So this is a very, very popular one as well, because what you can actually do is get AI to actually call the lead and actually, it's up to you whether you want them to have a conversation. Me personally, I don't necessarily recommend it. I usually get AI to call the lead and then drop them a voicemail so they can call you back on your number and they can actually have a conversation. So we have platforms like Synthflow where the AI will literally have a full-fledged conversation with the person or call them and leave them a voicemail, and you would never ever tell the difference between whether it was a real person or not. And you can do this and connect it using things like Zapier to call the lead and also to make sure that it's fully integrated within your Go High Level. Now, the third option is to semi-automate it, which again, it's a decent option to go with, but it's the least favorite out of everything. And what do I mean by that is that once the lead comes into your platform being Go High Level, you would then just send out an automated message on the first instance. So, hey, I see that you just opted into our campaign or welcome to our company. And then after that, you then confirm their name. So is this so and so? Or are you still interested in so and so? And once they say yes and they respond, it means that they're an engaged lead. Once they're an engaged lead, it means that they're serious, and then you can then go into the qualification method from there. But then that is what I call semi-automation. Of course, you can get a VA to do this for you. But typically these two are always the preferred options because that's just the power of AI right now, right? So once you do that, it's quite simple what happens next. So you get an appointment that's completely booked and it's booked into your calendar, fully automated through the system. What AI would then do, or what, sorry, you have to do as a client, is that you would then, of course, speak to the landlord. You'll understand their pain points, understand what is going on and why they want to sell their property or rent it on. And from there, you're able to then close the deal with the provider script that's, of course, given to you, or the provider frameworks that's given to you. Or what can actually happen is that if, for example, because some of my clients actually ask me to actually do this on their behalf, so it's actually what you could say a done for you kind of service that can be offered as well, where I actually call the lead, and besides obviously a monthly retainer that we of course take for all the AI tools and stuff like that, we can then do a commission basis where depending on how many leads are being closed, you then break off, for example, a small percentage of whatever's being given over to you as a client, right? And again, this is very, very powerful because this gives you the option of either doing it yourself, of doing it with, of course, us as a party, or doing it with whoever you see fit. And then, of course, you have the done for you option, which is completely done for you. I'll definitely say the do it with you option is definitely the best, where we can definitely assist, right, to certain aspects. But of course, we'll discuss it on the call and take it from there. Now, what do you get from this entire system that we've literally just been discussing for the past few minutes? It's quite simple. You get number one, an automated AI agent system. It saves you a significant amount of time and energy. And outside of that, you can do it in three different options. So it's done, do it yourself, do it with you, or done for you. And of course, I've given you guys the entire framework. So if there's anything that you guys need help in regards to understanding, you can literally just hit me up on any of my socials or leave a comment down below and I'll literally just respond to you straight away. If not, if you see this as a very beneficial way of you getting more property leads for yourself, whether you're an investor, a deal sourcer, a real estate company or anything like that, what you can actually do is book a free call with me. And again, in that consultation, we'll literally review exactly what is working for you guys, what's not working, and see how our system can help generate you a lot of results very, very quickly. And from there, yeah, we can just start getting you guys sales and actually increasing those commission for you guys. So Thank you so much for watching this video. If you need any help, of course, just reach out to me, and definitely make sure to watch the next video that YouTube recommends from this channel, because the algorithm understands who you are more than you know yourself, right? So it's definitely recommending you that video because it knows that you're interested in that type of topic. So without further ado, I'll see you guys in the next, and take it easy.